Hey, this is Sasha. Thanks for joining me in today's video. And what I want to share with you today is how to simplify your trading screens and trade a little more peacefully. So stay tuned. I'll give you some thoughts and insights about this in this video right now. All right, so I find a lot of people, they get overwhelmed when they first start trading, whether you're trading day trading, swing trading, option trading, whatever your case may be. A lot of people get overwhelmed. And even when you're just picking up trading and trying to learn to trade stocks, there's a lot of stuff to learn. And when you're trying to import all this information into your head and you're trying to grasp, what do I look at? What's important? What's not? You don't really know because you're trying to get everything because you're not sure what's important. But what I want you to understand is that by simplifying things, it'll allow you to trade more peacefully. So if you've ever had those troubles of, hey, I'm putting on a trade, I'm a little stressed out. What am I looking at? I'm looking at this, that's all these indicators. That is what makes things a little more stressful. Now, I do have a book that's really focuses in a lot on this inner mind, psychology, peacefulness, inner game kind of stuff, and that is called Mindsets of a Master Stock Trader. So if you go to our website at tradersfly.com and you go to our books there, you can check out that book right there, or even our Rise to Learn website. And when you click it, you can get a little preview. There's even a book preview all about it and a little more insight about the book. So great book for all of those of you that are interested in emotion, psychology, and trading mindsets. Definitely check it out. But to continue moving on this topic, what I want you to think about here is when you're looking at a trading screen, something like this, there's a lot to digest from it. And even this one is not very busy. So here we have the volume on the bottom. Let's start at the top. Here we have the stock price. We have also moving average, 50-day. We have an exponential moving average. We've got volume. We've got a moving average on the volume. And we've got a MACD. So a couple of indicators, nothing major, but still sometimes all these signals could really just make you emotionally upset or just anxious. And the way to really combat this is to split things up into a couple different areas. So here what I've done is I have a few different tabs where typically I'll just look at something simple as this: one moving average, the price, and the volume. And then if I want to check something like, let's say, a Bollinger Band, I'll hop on over to that area. Or if I want an ADX, I'll hop on over to that area. But I don't usually implement or look at something consistently on here, something that's very busy with a ton of indicators. So what I normally do is just hop around from tabs. But otherwise, what you're going to see is when you have all these lines there, it starts to get a little bit more confusing. So find a view that works for you that's simple, that normally works, one indicator or two at most. And that usually simplifies things, because once you start getting into these and you start hopping around, ultimately what you need to do is just kill one of these and then get rid of the 50 and get rid of the 9. And that'll allow you to be a little more peaceful to seeing what's really there. It's a lot less messy. Think of it like your house. And if you've got a cluttered house where toys are everywhere, you've got chaos, there's food out left in the kitchen, there's plates, there's dishes to do, there's vacuuming that you have to do. There's just so much stuff to do. There's a mess. You typically can't find things. If you're trying to look for a certain paper, a check, paperwork that needs to be filled in, formed, and submitted, you can't find it because of the huge mess. And when you clean things up, that makes it a little bit easier. And that's really what you're trying to do when it comes to trading stocks, or when you're looking at charts, or when you're looking at your panel. So when you clean it up, when you have something a little more clean, it allows you to be a little bit more mentally sane and less anxious about it, giving you the ability to trade a little more peacefully. So you don't have to be that complex on trading indicators. They're not as important as you may think. Position and money management is much more important. When you look at, let's say, your trading platforms right here, so let's say you're looking at your market watch list. Again, you're seeing all these things and these numbers, just looking at them with squinty eyes can blur everything. And you just get to see, man, that's just a lot of stuff. So when you see these kinds of movements and all these numbers and signals lighting up like a Christmas tree, look, do you really need the bid and the ask and the size? No, you don't. So what you can do is start customizing these things. So do I need the high and the low? Probably not. So what I could do is remove that, remove the low. Do I need the open? No. Do I need the volume? Maybe. 52-week high and low? No, because I don't check it that often. Do I need the ask? No, because I'm looking for the price. Ask size, bid size, probably not. No. Net change, maybe the last, yeah, okay. And take a look. Do I need the description? No, because I know the ticker symbol. So let's simplify that down. And now all of a sudden, you simplify things. And now, do I need this Christmas tree of quote trend? Okay, well, probably not. Let's remove that. And now we've got a much more simplified version of cleaned up clutter that is a lot easier to see. And of course, you could pop these out and look at it a little bit differently, but you can see how all of a sudden that now simplifies things much more, making it easier to read, and it allows me to look at things more peacefully. Just focus on what I need to focus on rather than getting into the nitty-gritty with all the other details. So that's what I wanted to share with you today, is that when you learn to simplify things, including number one, your technical analysis on the charts, number two, just looking at different panels and platforms, take a little bit of time, 5, 10, 20 minutes to customize these things based on what's important to you. And then it helps reduce the clutter. It helps reduce the stress, because when you're looking at things quickly, you just need to only see a few things. When you're looking at an options platform, it's the same way. So here I have a lot of strikes open, but if you're only trading things maybe more closer to the money, you might only need 20 strikes, and you might not need a lot of the other strikes. So again, it helps clear the clutter. And the same thing here, the open interest is what I like to see, and the probability in the money, but for you it might be something different, so you could customize those things. Every platform is a little different. Trader TV, do you need it? Typically, not for me. I don't watch Trader TV, I don't watch CNBC or anything like that, but I like looking at these companies. But also in this case, do I need the bid and ask? No, I don't. But since I reformatted this computer, put it back in there. So there we go. So now it's simplified it. That's all I really need to see. And it allows me to quickly hop to things. It allows me to quickly spot things. And that allows me to trade a lot more peacefully. So do that for your platforms, for your charts, for the things you do. And do that also with your positions. If you're trading, let's say, certain positions, like we'll go risk profile, right here, instead of doing one contract at the 290, one contract at the 320, one contract at the 360, simplify it. Maybe average it out and do the contract at the 330, 2 contracts, something like that. And that's what I have here on Netflix, is I have 2 contracts instead of, let's say, would you rather trade 50 stocks and try to manage all 50 stocks, or would you rather just trade 3 or 4 stocks, but with more shares? And that's the whole point of the stock market, is that you could just stack up more and more shares or more contracts, and it makes life easier. So simplify the positions as well. Anyways, I hope this gave you some thoughts and insights. Definitely check out this Mindsets of a Master Stock Trader book on our website at tradersfly.com. There's a lot to learn about emotions, psychology, inner game, concepts, and this book will definitely give you a huge good read. And you can check it out on Amazon here, or get the PDF directly from us. In either case, thank you so much for joining me. Remember, subscribe to the YouTube channel if you're brand new, or join me on my newsletter list by clicking the link over here so you get updated as we release any other future courses, classes, material, or live webinars that you can attend absolutely free. Thanks again, and I will see you next time.